Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We want to welcome you to the Far From Perfect podcast.
FFPP.
Today, it's really exciting because we have a bunch of special guests with us. But before we do that, I'm going to let my co-host introduce himself.
What's up? You already know, it's Bink. I'm here from the last time, back again, here to stay. I told you guys what I do. Yeah, my fault. Back again, here to stay, told you what I do. Let's move on to everybody else. The special guest. I'm here watching today. I'm the average guy today. I have no quarrel in this. I'm here for information myself. These people are bringing information. Let's hear what they got to say.
I'll just introduce myself again. I'm Di. I'm co-host of the Far From Perfect podcast. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a woman of God. I'm a fitness joint. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot going on. All right?
Part-time.
But now I want to introduce our special guest. We do have somebody on the way, so they're going to be pulling up for us a little later. But we're going to make it work. This beautiful lady to my left over here. I just want, can you tell me your name?
My name's Olivia.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, my bad. My name's Olivia. Right now I work with kids at a school, but I'm currently in nursing school.
Amazing.
Awesome.
My nurse look like that.
I'm Valencia. I currently work as social media marketing analysis for my brother's staffing agency. I also am a board member for YPWA, which is the Young Professional Women's Association. I run the marketing and PR side of that.
Nice.
And yeah.
So I'm gonna have to connect with you. And the next beautiful lady over here, can you introduce yourself? Don't be shy, because you ain't shy. That's one thing you're not. And you're gonna talk into that mic and you're gonna tell us who you are.
All right. My name is Janelle.
Yeah.
You know, / Big Mama. All right, so I do hair, and
She did my hair.
I'm pretty much an entrepreneur in all. I'm the jack of all trades, you know, pretty much.
You're a hustler.
I'm not really a 9-to-5 worker. It's not my kind of thing. So we're gonna just focus on building ourselves up because yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Hold on.
pretty much
Why
what
they
I'm
call
here
baby
for.
mama, though?
Big Mama, not Baby
Big
Mama.
mama? I'm like, oh, what? Hold on.
Get it correct, Big Mama.
Oh, big mama.
Speaking of baby,
I ain't never gonna be nobody's Big Mama.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Ever. Like, so yes, Big Mama. Big Mama.
My fault. I thought you said baby mama.
No.
What? That's
No.
not a compliment?
No, it's not. It's not.
Or accolade.
Not far from one.
Big Mama, and I want y'all to know, Big Mama did my hair. You see it? Laid. Okay, baby? Okay. It took like 5 hours, but it's all right.
You have an Instagram page like that you want to talk about?
Yes, she does. What's your Instagram page?
Styled by Ja.
Styled
but you know you
by
got ADHD,
Ja.
so she can't sit still. So like,
Styled by Ja. You got braids, you know?
She does house calls, y'all. If you in the Worcester area, if you got a son or daughter.
any area.
Oh, my bad. Let me not
Unless
knock her hustle.
If the coins is right.
If the coins is right, she's
Any
pulling
area.
up.
Yeah, period.
I wanted to take a quick second and can raise a hand, show of hands. Who's a mother? Who's a mother? Just me? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just
We got some background guests that are mothers.
No mama.
But yeah, oh wow. And the other guest that's on the way is also not a mother. So okay. Looks like it's just me. And you're not a father.
No.
Oh God. All right. So I'm the oldest, I'm the grandma of the two. Real quick, before we move on to the next thing, can you guys tell me something that you're passionate about? Like just outside of your profession? Like is there anything that you're passionate about?
helping others.
Okay.
I would say building like a community for people to come together. I feel like that's really like strong and what people look for and like strive for. They want to be a part of something.
What are the steps to do that, though?
Wait, no, we can't go there yet. I
I'm
want to
like-
hear this thing first, and then we can talk about
I
this.
had to think about mine.
She's thinking about hers. All right, you know what? Some of it, but this is good. This is good. Not to go on a tangent, but this is good. I think it's super important because I've been asking a lot of people that lately. Like, what are you passionate about? And a lot of people don't. A lot of people have been like, you know what? Actually, I gotta think about that. So I feel like that's all right. Maybe you leave this podcast reflecting.
Maybe I have the answer at the end
Yeah,
of it.
we'll table it.
Yeah, the podcast will help you.
So you wanted to know how to start a nonprofit and build a community together? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, she said she's passionate about. So, like,
Yeah.
how exactly would you get into that? Like, if I wanted to do the same thing you wanted to do, like your goal, how would I start making that happen? What would I do to make that happen?
First off, research, looking into like wherever you live, like just looking around your community, seeing what opportunities are open, if there's someone that's already started it, or if you don't find that type of community, starting it yourself and like finding other like-minded individuals and like bringing them together.
Because you did have the Instagram group chat. But I really didn't understand what was going on there. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, I did not get it at all. So, like, explain this to me.
It's creators in action. That's bringing, like I said, other like-minded content creators, influencers who want to connect with other people who are into the same niche, and just like letting them like have the opportunity to connect and create content together, whether that's networking or finding other opportunities that could open doors for them. That's pretty much what it is. And it's also just like inspiration.
Oh, okay. So like, say I needed a photographer.
Yeah.
I go on that.
There's mad people in that group who are
photography,
photographers.
like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
I love that. And is that Worcester based?
Yep, Massachusetts
Amazing.
based.
Look at it. We didn't even know about that. And we got a lot of creatives and a lot of. We were talking about that, Janelle and I, yesterday, about how like and the woman who's coming later on. We were talking about how like it feels like there's a lot of different people that want to collaborate in this city with respect to like connecting and networking and things like that. But then you don't really see it happening. So like I never even heard of that. And like I was explaining to Janelle, I'm like, is that the right people have to connect to build that like?
Or it's even like just like marketing too. Like I'm not gonna say like I have a complete grasp of it all, but like, you know, that's the learning process of it all.
Right.
Like now I know I need to market more to get y'all's attention now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or everyone out there's attention.
I love that. I love that. All right, so moving on to the next segment, we're gonna talk about mental health. I'm severely mentally ill.
You want to know so funny? I just went
Make sure you zoom in there, Jeremy.
in the valley. They had
Okay. You're gonna zoom in there. I'm severely mentally ill.
Let's get into it. What were you talking about, Di?
We're talking about mental health. What were you saying?
in the valley. They had a seminar.
What, a seminar on mental health?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
nice.
next one's like a one-on-one on something. I can't
Pull it up a little
remember.
bit.
The next one's like a one-on-one on something, but they did just a mental health one. It was actually pretty good. Everybody talked. It was like, you know how people go into somewhere where they don't know people, they're mad shy and it's like mad awkward. No, everybody like mental health is really not right. So like everybody could really talk and understand each other, like say good opinions and different things like that. So it was like really great. I got a lot out of that. I'm like,
I love that. And to shed a little bit more light about that, the Valley, for our viewers that might not know what the Valley is.
It's the projects.
Yeah, it's a project.
It's the projects.
It's a project, but
That's what it is.
it's a reformed but it's a reformed project. It's very reformed.
Projects.
it was not reformed.
We were outside.
Long story short, it's the projects.
one way.
But-
way in, one way out.
What it is, it's the projects.
I mean,
Let's keep it real.
Project.
it's not no project. It's nice. The Valley's nice. Great Brook Valley, or the Valley, is the projects, yes. However, it's ran by the Housing Authority here in our city, Worcester, Mass. And they do a lot of great things for their residents. So I do love that. It was really, really bad back in the day. It has gotten extremely better. I actually used to work there, so don't get crazy. But I love that you mentioned that. I did not know that, and I think that's a really
Yeah,
beautiful
they
thing.
have seminars there.
I'm gonna open this up and get a little bit open now. And for those, if you guys want to share and be open as well, you can. If you don't, feel free to tell a story about somebody else. But I guess I want to talk about myself. Like, I think it's not talked about enough. I feel like social media, we're constantly posting, obviously, like what, you know, the good things and all the things. But I think that it's important for me to just be transparent and say, like, sometimes I really don't have it all together. Okay. And it is what it is. I'm clinically diagnosed, and I'm not ashamed to say this. That's why I'll share my diagnosis. You guys do not have to. I'm clinically diagnosed ADHD,
Bipolar.
PTSD. No, not bipolar. You get PTSD, depression, anxiety. However, and this isn't necessarily everybody's solution. I think it's everybody's solution. But for me, serving God and the Bible and my spiritual life and my relationship with God has been pivotal to my mental health and to regulating myself. And a quick thing that I just want to share is, like, one of the things that I learned, and maybe that's where I'm going to go with this. So that's what I'm going to ask you. One of the things that I learned about myself at 30 years old, unfortunately, is that, let me talk to y'all real quick. I learned that, not at 30, I guess I learned this in the course of my previous relationship, like, that I did not know how to emotionally regulate myself. And I think I was really hard on myself because I had a partner that, like, really called that out And for me, it was like, how am I supposed to just learn from one day to the next how to emotionally regulate when my whole entire life I never was taught to do that. I had emotionally immature parents. I love them to death. I love my parents. They did the best they could. They had emotionally immature parents, and their parents had emotionally immature parents. And it's like, it was like a cycle. But I can say that I'm being graceful to myself in this new season of singleness. I'm not looking.
Hold on. So
Why'd you look in the camera for that?
Sorry. I know, right? I'm sorry.
To be clear, right now, your relationship status is single, though?
My relationship status is single and not looking. My relationship status is married to Jesus.
Period.
But one of the things that I learned.
Don't let me see you in a lounge and that I won't give you a vibe. I know that already. I see you outside in the lounge. I know you're lying right here.
Jeremy?
So I'm gonna hold you to it.
You're gonna zoom in on this one? Okay.
Someone has opportunity.
So one of the things that I learned was to be graceful to myself. Like, yes, I want to emotionally regulate. Yes, I want to, be cutesy and demure and mindful and all the things. But I got to be graceful to myself. And I have 2 daughters that are watching me. And it's my responsibility now to make sure that as I'm learning to emotionally regulate, that I pass that on to them. Is there any realization or revelation that you guys have come to either recently or within this last year about yourself as it pertains to mental health or anything like that? Whoever wants to go first, feel free. Just make sure you're talking to your mics, crazy ladies.
So, I realized that you can't control people.
That's good.
And you have to just control yourself. You cannot, as much as you love somebody and care, even if it's family or friends, you have to do what's best for you. Honestly, I think I might have drove myself crazy. Honestly, worrying about people or caring so much. It's a natural habit for me anyway. I'm full to the bone cancer. I'm mad, emotional. And I care for people that I care for very hard. I'm like a tough love person. Like, you're going to get that real nitty gritty from me. You're not going to get no fake shit, no half-ass. You take it or you just leave it, because I don't know any other way to be. So I learned to just let people live their lives. And I'm going to live my life. I can't change anybody. I gotta navigate with the new world, Because when you think you could just do everything in the way you think that you want to do in life, it's not possible. You have to play the game of life, I guess, as they say. You have to just maneuver. So I'm learning to maneuver with life, because my expectations are not what I get in life, so...
It's not funny, but I feel.
Yeah, it's not. It's crazy. I would literally drive myself crazy if I want things to go my way. So, or even even 5% of my way. So I just have to learn how to navigate in this new world. And I'm getting there.
You are.
I'm really much getting there.
You're getting
it's taking a little time.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. But
you're being mindful.
It's very mindful, because before you couldn't tell me nothing. What the fuck?
I got some questions for you guys.
Wait.
Oh, I thought you was.
I
thought you was bystander today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait. No.
But I want to hear. I want to hear.
He will. But
you have to wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Your turn.
All right.
Next.
Sorry. Let me relax.
Let's go.
I think for me, it's all about holding yourself accountable and really phoning into that, because I've been in therapy for a year and a half, maybe longer than that. I've gone to therapy with my mom, and then I've gone to therapy now on my own. And I think for a while being in therapy, you kind of go into it with a mask and not really wanting to give everything and share everything. So honestly, within the last year and a half of me going, I would say real therapy have kind of started for me in the last couple months.
Do you need a therapist?
I have one, but
I refer my therapist to everything.
You gotta connect with your
It's actually my therapist.
because for one, the one I got right now, I was open-minded, very open-minded. And then, little things that just be brushing, just be brushing you the wrong way. Oh. So, we're having a conversation. Instead of, transitioning out of the conversation, I feel like I'm just getting cut off. You don't cut me off, bro. Especially not in therapy. This is well needed. So, I'm going to have to cut you off.
Am I the problem or you the problem?
Listen to me. I'm like, am I the therapist or you the therapist? What is going on right now? I know you didn't just cut me off like this. So, I'm I may have to switch she
Yeah, sometimes
I
I
might
do.
have a referral
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, please. I'm really trying to get there, and
Yeah, no. And she's not. No, but I mean,
not
like,
making sense.
I did therapy and, like, I think I went through 2
I'm like,
therapists.
I have to go to a therapist. I gotta go to school for this. 'cause
You have every right to
Right.
cut that therapist off.
I don't want to go through trials and tribulations. I just need the one. I need to get fixed. Okay,
I love that.
we're gonna get there because. These
I
people?
think, like, for me, like, having, like, immigrant parents and never being good enough, like, it's always, like, you present them something, but then they're like, okay, but why couldn't you do this? You know? And so then that leads to, like, when you grow older, you're like, damn, but I could have done better.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but I could have. I'm like, what am I missing?
Yeah.
You know, so
They do make
then
you feel like that.
It's like someone will tell you good job. I mean, you know you did a good job, but you're like, but I could do better. You know,
Never, yeah, that, like
never good
feel
enough. So then it like weighs on you, and you just feel like you walk around just feeling like there's more to. Which there is, but like you gotta be happy with like what you've already done.
But can't you decide when enough is enough, though?
No, it's never enough, especially in this world.
You can decide that for yourself, though.
That's
like
the
that.
that's the hard part.
I think that you're right, Bink, but I think that, and it's not the battle of the sexes yet. We're gonna talk about that next. But right now, I think it's important that, like, I feel like it's easier for men to say that. To be completely honest with you, I feel like the demands for a woman is just so much. Like,
So much.
We also have a biological time
Correct.
clock, so
Because I'm like, wait, I never heard a woman say that.
what? Say what?
Enough when like just enough.
Yeah, like I'm enough for. Oh, I feel like I'm doing. And then especially for moms, like I'm a mother. I always feel guilty when I'm working too much. I always feel guilty when I'm with my kids and not working enough. Like there's a constant pressure. There's a constant pressure.
But that's your business, though. You don't have to feel that way.
Sir.
thanks.
Brain, you don't have to feel that way. Oh my God, it's over. I'm a new person.
I'm saying the fact that you know that that's a problem, why don't you just fix it?
Yeah.
Why don't find the steps to fix it instead of keep on considering it's a problem? That's what I don't understand.
And finding a step to fix it is not. It's not just exactly. It's easier said than done. It's not. Oh, fix. That's what. No, it's
What do
not.
you mean? If I know my light switch doesn't work, I have to call the electrician to fix the light
That's-
switch. That's a problem
That's
getting
specific.
fixed.
That's a specific problem. Like a specific thing that
That's
can just
an
get.
easy
Yeah, easy fix.
resolve.
Yeah,
to
like that's
the
not
problem.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling depressed, what am
How
I
you gonna
doing?
fix- how you gonna fix
What
it?
am I doing right now?
How you
Obviously,
gonna
what
fix
I'm
it?
doing right now makes me feel depressed. Let's change something else. I'm gonna do something else.
But you're not gonna be undepressed that second.
Not that second. It takes
Exactly.
time.
It takes time.
But you guys understand this. I'm not saying you guys figured it out today. You've been knowing this is going on.
Yeah, but it takes
Okay, but-
time. You don't know how much
but
Stuff
everyone-
doesn't
time.
change overnight.
Yeah, and everyone's
But
mental
how many-
space is
all right,
different. in
How many
that
nights is it gonna
moment.
take?
It might take
We
a
don't
year.
know.
5.
It might take their whole life.
More.
It might take their whole
Like
life.
what?
Like
It does not.
Everybody's different. Everybody's at their own pace.
I'm not gonna live my life saying I'm not good enough.
that's you.
My life is I did the best I could, and that's what it is.
You know what? But that speaks volumes to the level of confidence that you
have
have.
yourself, yeah.
You might have had a parent or parents that kind of, without you even knowing and without them even trying, and like they instilled that into you. I sure as hell can relate to Valencia that,
Yep.
like, and again, no shade to my parents. I love my parents,
literally.
but I can relate to Valencia that like it's this constant pressure. I remember telling my dad it was my
That's
first.
my dad's out there paying and they're like that. But my mom's on
My mom's very much like that. Like very much not immigrant. She's not an immigrant. She's born and raised here, but
Okay.
even like growing up with sports, and I think I
Or
carry
being
that
black.
now because like
Well,
even
yeah, that too.
Hold on, let's be clear.
Being
Wait.
in
Don't you have
sports
one
and
immigrant parent though?
me.
Yeah.
Well, my dad was born in Jamaica and then came over when he was like a kid.
Oh, okay,
So it's
okay,
not.
okay,
It doesn't really count.
Jamaican American.
Yeah, but even like growing up in high school and playing sports, I was top of whatever, very much top of my class. But even then with my mom, she made me remember, like, if I had a bad game, she would make me remember that. So, and her response was, you don't ever want to feel like this again. So I kind of carry that on now.
I like your
And I'm
mom.
very like negative sometimes. like even playing little stuff with people, and if they mess up, I'm like,
And probably
oh,
in nursing school
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
What about like
Yeah,
in nursing
Don't
school?
remind me not to play.
Literally.
Yeah.
Remind me.
You definitely can't mess up. in
That's
nursing
me.
school.
Yeah, no.
So-
And we're playing a
Especially-
game or something, you're not paying
I feel
focus,
like
or I'm
it's
tight.
But
It's like a
this is
make or
my
break.
second degree that I'm going for now, so it's a little bit more like I could understand the pressure, but it's a whole different field for me.
Yeah.
This next segment, okay, y'all, it's the one y'all been waiting for. Are we gonna have this next segment with the gentleman too?
I mean, I'm the gentleman.
No, but I'm talking about the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, because this is my theory on this. I'm hoping that right now we with the ladies, right? Before I get into that segment, I'm going to introduce somebody, but real quick, we're with the ladies. We're going to talk about something very controversial, and I'm hoping that in our next segment with the gentlemen, we talk about the same thing, so I could be, you know what I'm saying, the devil's advocate. All right, anyways, though, I want to quickly introduce our other guest that was running a little behind, but thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Introduce yourself and tell me your occupation and something that you're passionate about.
Okay, so I am Nani Torres. I consider myself a visionary, a brand developer. I'm a creative director.
Okay.
Aside from that, I do hospitality industry, so restaurant, all of that. That's what I do on a day-to-day basis. Like, I like the restaurant industry. A lot of people try to shame it, but
Right.
there's money in it. So
love to eat.
everybody needs to eat. So shout outs to all my hospitality workers out there.
So you're a hostess?
Huh?
You're a
No, I
hostess?
started as a hostess like 13 years ago.
So what do you do now? You say hospitality. What is that? I go to a restaurant. hospitality
So
hostess?
I operations manager, so I
okay.
help the operations of it. So when it
Nice,
comes
nice.
to brand development of it, so right tomorrow we're having a food eating contest at my restaurant.
Well, that-
It was on Mass Live, and the restaurant's coming up as far as like the branding part of
And that
it.
was
That's
your
why.
idea?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Oh
that's
no, it's
awesome.
30 minutes from
Okay.
here. You know,
Where
what's
is
the people
it?
don't like driving?
What is it?
Huh?
Which one?
Nan's. It's like a farm to table type
Nan's
of
Kitchen?
restaurant. Nan's Kitchen.
I heard of that.
And
yeah.
Stowe,
Nice.
yeah,
That sounds
it's,
good.
It's fire. Nance, my name's Nani, so my name is in the name. You know?
There you go. And did you mention what you're passionate about? I can't remember.
I am passionate about creating, just being an
She
artist.
just thinks she's a visionary.
She is. I love
Yeah.
that.
What does that mean? Like a prophet?
So that's the second definition. When you really look at visionary, it is the second definition. Like it's a very he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, like I want to know. Like you can't just be saying stuff. I
No,
don't
for
know.
real, for real. Visionary, like I could bring things to life, your ideas, whatever you. A lot of people have things in their mind that they can't bring to life. So I'm somebody that could help with that because I could see the vision before it happens.
How could you bring me to life? What can you do to bring my vision to life?
I mean, I'm sitting here
we're
right
actually
now.
working on something. We're actually working on something.
Yeah.
We gonna talk later?
Yeah, we're gonna, and we're actually.
You're right here in the flesh. Yeah, like,
Yup. I literally
You
yelled
said my
at.
vision.
I
My-
literally yelled
my
at
vision-
everybody.
what is your vision?
Isn't this your vision right
You
here?
don't want to start. This is the beginning.
Exactly.
I'm sitting here, right?
I'm
Hamas.
just gonna quickly remind everybody, the housekeeping, that we're not gonna all talk at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm not being bossy, guys. I love you guys.
Why do you keep
I-
saying that?
I'm so. Oh wow.
Who's even taking you serious?
Oh, can you zoom in on that? No, I'm joking.
I don't want no parts next to
All right, so let's get right into it. We're gonna get right into it. 50-50 in a relationship. Thoughts?
What aspect are we talking? Responsibilities, household, financial?
Financials. Strictly financials.
In a household,
Between you and your partner of your relationship, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend. fiance,
so I grew up
This is
in
a
a
safe
very.
whatever. Yo, I don't care where
This
you
is
grew
a
up. I
safe
want to know what you
space.
She's telling
believe.
her story.
This
babe.
is part of my reasoning I'm about to explain. So I grew up in a very traditional like household, watching my mom grow up. My mom doesn't pay for anything in her house. All the bills are covered. She gets a credit card every month that is paid off at the end of the month. But I do feel like the man should take.
Keep going. Keep going.
Man,
All of them, the
should
grandfather,
take-
the grandpa, the dad, the uncle,
Past
the brother, they all got a picture.
I think the man in the relationship should definitely take the majority. And the woman could fill in the
gaps.
gaps.
Yep.
What do you mean by majority?
Rent. Most.
She's like the largest overhead.
Automobiles,
She knew on that part real quick. She said rent,
the
rent,
insurance, you know.
Rent.
I agree.
Electricity, like all that stuff. I feel like a man is what is like the foundation, but the woman kind of makes the home a home. So like all the household stuff, like grocery shopping, most men don't like to do that.
Marion.
At the end of the
They're not
day, if
buying
I send a
dishes.
list to my boyfriend, he's gonna be calling me in the aisles like, "Where's this? Where's that?"
Literally. Like, why
You gotta give him a poster with like the things on it.
Why not even send you?
Okay.
Why not even send you? I should do it myself.
And half the
She
shit
said
is wrong.
DoorDash.
So that area, I don't mind like all of the household items, like toilet paper, laundry, detergent, all that stuff. Like, yeah,
So what if he's rich enough where he can just hire me to do all that? Then what's
that's
your value?
great.
Ooh, that's a great
So then I
question.
really have nothing to do.
No. He just asked something that's a good question. He said, "What's your value?"
What you
What's
gonna be
your
doing?
value?
You said that
He knew my
you're
value
gonna-
was
you're
when
gonna-
he got with
You're
me.
gonna fill in the plugs, right? And you just described the plugs. Those are all paid services.
Those aren't just the plugs. We're talking about financial. That was the question here.
But he's saying
And
if
that-
somebody can afford, if you were with a man that could afford to essentially have somebody fill in
You
those
can't
gaps
pay
of
for me.
cooking,
You
this,
can't pay for my mindset.
Right,
You can't
so
pay for
I
none of
think,
that. What are you
right,
talking about?
it's
You can't
the
find
love,
me. You can't
it's
pay for me.
the-
It's
our
okay
That's
for people
cool.
that
Right.
your life would have
you
been
to
set.
do better. Are the services going to push you to do better? Are they going to be a mother to your child that you want to have one day? Are they going to be raising your future kids? And like I said, making this house a home. Because all of that is going to come from the woman.
Not the paid service.
Can you pay for a mother?
Ooh,
It's the head tilt for
answer
me.
it. Answer it.
I mean,
Answer it.
No.
I wouldn't do it, but it's possible.
It's not gonna be natural, so it
It's
doesn't
definitely-
matter.
What do you mean?
It's gonna be like off of the shirt.
You can
It's not gonna be natural.
you
so
can
it
literally
doesn't matter. You
go
want
online
natural.
and type male order bride and get a girl to do whatever you say
Oh my gosh.
for as long as you
Wow.
need her to. That's
But
reality.
that's not natural.
I'm not saying I would
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
not genuine. That's
a
not
real
like.
relationship.
So,
No,
but why does that
it's
matter?
It can grow
Maybe-
into
maybe-
that, most
exactly.
definitely. But when a woman does give birth to a child, like they have that mother instinct, that mother bond for the most
Not
part.
all you guys. Some of you guys go
I
crazy
said
and say
for the
postpartum.
most part.
Oh, okay.
Yo, I'm the only mother on this podcast right now.
He's being real.
No, people go through postpartum for a temporary time, but
Some of
like.
you guys go crazy.
And half the
and go-
time
You
it's
think they
because
ask for that?
What the man
No,
is
it's
doing
natural
to the
too.
man.
And also,
And now I gotta deal with
natural.
that. Now I gotta deal with that. You want to be natural.
What?
now you have postpartum.
And we have to deal
Now I
with-
got two problems.
What do you
I got
mean,
a
what you have to
newborn
deal with?
And a girl wants to cut the baby's head off. Like, what am I gonna do?
Damn.
Because
Cut the baby's
what
head
would
off
I
is
do in that
crazy.
situation?
So what do we have to
What?
deal with when you guys start losing your hair and the body's not the same?
When-
What
now you're talking-
about that?
you're
Like
talking
when the
about physical.
hairline
I'm
starts
talking
to
about mental.
recede.
all the way
Like,
back here. Teeth yellowing.
What you finna do when your thingies are coming in, babe?
Period.
What you finna do?
I'll get to that.
Graze
What I'm-
mold.
What I'm saying right now
balls
is
start right
a
in the
mental
middle.
issue. How is a man supposed to deal with that? You gotta admitting that these things happen, right?
You're supposed to do your
What am I-
research.
What am I supposed to do?
Do your research.
be
What
a
research? You
man.
know what's
What do
wrong
you
with
do?
you.
You signed up for this,
What?
though. So as a
No, I
couple
didn't.
in a household-
No, I didn't. I didn't sign up for a girl to have postpartum. I did not sign up for that. Nobody
So then
does.
help her have a wonderful pregnancy and to avoid all these things.
But this is the problem after the pregnancy, though. So that doesn't make any sense either. What if I'm there the whole time and she just wakes up and is like, I'm gonna kill a baby?
Sometimes.
What do I do?
Okay, but sometimes I do feel like a lot of the postpartum comes from initially like of how the woman was treated during the pregnancy, how thoughtful the man was and receptive to her and her needs and all of that, what's going on internally. So that way when she does have this kid, the man also, like, you don't really fully have a bond straight out with your kid when it first comes out because you weren't carrying it. So you don't really know what that's like.
I
To
believe
then now,
that's
like,
subjective. I don't
you
believe
just
that's
put your
true.
body through an amount sort of trauma. You don't look the same after you come out. You're mentally dealing with that, like as a physical standpoint from a society of like the snapback from others as well. Your body doesn't do that. So it
They
lot
have
goes
this
into
thing.
that.
They have this thing, right? I go there almost every day. It's called the gym.
Women,
This
doctors
place.
say
It's
that
a great
women
place.
cannot
It's a great
work
place. You
out.
should try it.
for some time after
And
giving
you have
birth.
to take time.
You have to take time. Your body just
I
went
saw-
through
I
a
saw-
immense sort of
I
trauma.
saw a woman yesterday.
And if you get
She was
surgery,
8
It's the
months
closest thing
pregnant,
to
and she was
death.
in the gym. She was in the gym working out, 8 months pregnant. I just seen her yesterday.
That's great. No one said she can't do that.
So why can't everybody else do it?
but everybody doesn't want to do that. But you're right.
You
people do that.
you don't want to. Don't say it's not possible then.
Nobody didn't say it was impossible.
You don't
They just
want to.
They don't want to.
There's a
You're
difference
right.
between wanting to and being able to.
But I'm gonna say this.
I think you're just very black and white on certain
am.
topics.
There's no gray
like
for
there's
you.
no there's no thinking.
Can I step in?
Yeah, no, I want you to because you haven't spoken much, so you're gonna be the next person that I want to kind of.
Okay, so this 50-50 video comes from all these podcasts, right? How long has it been? Like a year or 2 years now?
It's gonna be
Probably
a
It's like it's a
gonna be
continuous
forever.
thing, right? So I think it stems from I myself as well have a father that took care of my mother. She tried to have a job here and there, but she has her own credit card. He started giving her money weekly just because she takes care of the house. So that's the type of man I grew up with. You know what I mean? Like my parents are still together after like 28 years. Aside from that, though, I feel like it all stems from the feminine is not really feminine at the moment. Do you know what I mean? That, like, the woman is trying to take back her power. That's what this 50-50 is coming from. That's why you see all these rappers, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're talking, like, not a man, but kind of, like, trying to be masculine now. So I feel like, to a certain extent, the woman has lost her femininity, so that's why this whole concept is coming up. Like, 50-50, because women are trying to be more independent. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's a balance between both, because when you're in a relationship as a woman, you're dependent. Regardless of how you say, you're dependent. You're dependent on a man to come home for you to cook for him. You're dependent on washing his clothes. You're dependent on him to make you feel whole, right? So is it really 50-50, or are you really trying to bring wholeness into that? Not saying that the man still has a role. He's the head of the house, right? But if you don't see your value, he's not going to see it as well.
That's good.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like you can't just expect a whole 100% if you don't know if you giving yourself 100%. So I feel like that's where the balance comes in. I feel like I'm not 100% with the 50-50 or the 100%. Everything is different in each relationship, because you have to understand where the mindset is of that person you're dating, or if you're living with them. You know, but I think at the end of the day, if you guys are both in, you still have to give, like not just cooking and cleaning at this point. We're in a different generation now. So if you want to keep your man, you got to move like a boss too.
That part.
Like if you want to pay the bill, you got to pay the bill sometimes.
I feel like.
Wait, Janelle. Let me let Valencia go first because she
Real quick, while it's in my head.
on her chest.
It's in my chest too.
Okay,
Okay, so I don't feel like
Holding my leg, bro.
It's because what she about to say.
I don't feel like. Okay, so I don't feel like it's the 50-50. I don't care about none of that. I feel like some people can't progress without that not that one person. It could be most people, but without that type of person that brings better out of them. So, purpose. I don't give a damn what money you have. This person can have not a dollar to their name. But this person brings me up and levels me up to a point where nobody else, even that got money or don't have money, can bring to me. So all that money shit is irrelevant. It's literally bringing purpose to people's lives, bringing joy, bringing up that person, bringing each other up. It's not about money. Money is irrelevant. That's just a fucking extra. People make everything about money. Some people don't have money and have all they can give for somebody.
Okay.
So
Can I say
that
something?
money shit is that.
So the
Alright?
fifth, I
Fuck the
I
50-50.
love. I'm not gonna say fuck the 50-50 because I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. But like at the end of the day, it's like my man gonna pay the rent.
Yeah.
I kind of want my own place.
But by the way,
That's my man. No, but like
Not just giving my rent money.
But also, I grew up. I'm a daddy's girl. My dad taught me to stand on my own, and I remind my man. I remind my man every day that you gotta let you like. At the end of the day, you're a woman. you need to let men know that you are fine without them,
Period.
regardless.
Period.
But that brings down the feminine energy. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to trust you with everything, because I don't want to carry it on my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to worry about anything.
That's my other part. That's my
But like also, also
Exactly.
with what you were saying, like we weren't in situations that he was able to pay the rent, like, or like I'm able to cover things, or like it's like, but there was still moments in time that like you gotta rely on them. You gotta like have someone give like 70%. You can only give 30. Like that's literally what it is in life, and that's
Give and take.
yeah.
Period.
And you don't throw it in the other person's face, because what's the
Period.
point of
It's
that?
genuine, because that's what
It's
you guys
genuine,
knew.
yeah.
You signed up for you. That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
All that extra stuff is just for.
And if you see like, if you genuinely feel like that's your person, then you won't like
You wouldn't even
see
get.
it. Yeah.
You wouldn't get that energy.
Yeah.
I've heard from all you guys.
Wait.
I have a question.
Go ahead. What is it?
My question is just, can you elaborate on what you mean when you say like you're depending on a man to come home to like cook for them and all that?
The wholeness of it. So
I'm gonna go to bed.
so you're not going to bed for what?
I said, because I'm gonna go to bed. Like,
No, because you're saying.
like if I know my boyfriend is gonna come home or whatever, like that's me knowing. But like I'm not in the way that she worded it. I don't want to go off of and put it into something that you might not have meant. That's why I asked. But like in the way that she worded it, it's like women were depending on that man to come home at night, or like we're depending on him to come home to
You have like a
cook
dinner
him
time.
that dinner
Yeah,
or
like you have like
something,
dinner time with a man. Like if you're living with a man, I mean, I love cooking for my man. So if a man's living with me,
We
I'm
love
gonna make
that.
sure, like, did you
Right.
eat, baby? Like, all right, cool, dinner. Like, are you eating dinner? Are you not eating dinner? Like, I still take care of my man.
Right.
You know, that's what I
Period.
meant.
We
Like,
love
that's
that.
that's
But
that's all I
what you're
meant.
trying to say is like, I ain't waiting up for you, homeboy.
Right.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Because
Warm up your plate, because I'm not gonna eat.
I'm
Exactly.
like,
I'm gonna eat.
dinner,
You can warm it up.
plates in the microwave.
I made the salmon, baby.
Sausage on the stove.
Like, cook it at 325. That's it.
All that tells me is
Don't wake me up.
the value you said you add to the household, you're gonna half-ass it. Because if you traditional,
You're eating dinner together?
if you're being traditional now, the man eats first in the house. That's just a fact.
That's not a traditional time.
But you just said your traditional values, what you bring to the relationship. Make it make sense.
Okay, so for me, I feel like we are in
Don't
like
say and contradict yourself, please.
I'm not contradicting myself, but I'm saying when I said traditional, I said I grew up in a traditional household. That was my reasoning for the financial standpoint. But today we are in a modern day society and generation. My boyfriend is a entrepreneur. He has a lot of shit going on for him. So do I. I'm not waiting to make sure if you're not home at 6 o'clock, I can't eat because you're not home. Like, he's a grown ass man at the end of the day. Like, I will cook and provide this meal for you. So put it into your
After
body.
doing all the type of work that she did all day, she's gonna do more than.
Traditional with a modern twist. Why?
Because that's what I'm accepting from him at the same aspect.
Says who? You just said he's going out. He has all this stuff going on.
Traditional men are home by 5 p.m. And time
Period. Yeah.
That's what it is. 9 to 5.
Not particularly. The
traditional,
home all
it's
the time.
9 to 5.
The chief is home all the time.
But
Chief's
traditional,
always in the castle.
back in the day, it is the 9 to 5, and you are home by
That's
dinner
what I'm like, what are you
and
talking
all
about?
of that aspect. I don't expect my
9 to
boyfriend
5
be
isn't
home.
tradition. That's a concept. That's totally different.
And back in the day, with my great grandparents and my grandmother, they were home by 5 o'clock, by 5:30
First
to
of all,
have dinner
I
for
never
6.
heard that the man eats first.
That's
What got her here.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So you said, explain to me state what you said again about the man eating first. Like, exactly how you said
In a
it.
traditional household, you run it traditionally. The husband, the leader of the household, he eats first.
Okay, no. He may get served first, but a real man and husband is not gonna eat until his wife has sat down to eat.
A real man according to who? You?
Ooh.
Like, what does
My
that even,
standards,
what does that
yes.
even mean?
My standards, yes.
So
Because
then that's subjective.
no, it's not. Because
Yes, it is. You're telling me
you
feel
tell
that way.
What
That's not-
rule book does it say that a man gotta get fed first?
I mean, it's been that way.
No, it's just that he gets served. Like the woman is like traditional home. The woman takes the plate, serves it for his man. It doesn't mean that they start eating.
Correct.
So she's saying, so you want to get technical and a real.
Yes, that's what it is.
Listen, I'm not done. A real man has to wait until his woman eats first because you said so.
No, my standards. That's my standards for me. Who I want in a husband and a man.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so
You're gonna get with a wife who serves you unless you eat first while she's over there serving your kids and
Well-
she hasn't and she cooked that whole meal.
well, no, because I don't look for a woman that could cook and a wife. That's not. I don't really care about that.
Run the tape back. Run that shit back.
You're not traditional then, Bink.
I never said I was.
Oh, okay.
I said she was.
Oh, he's traditional with a modern twist.
I never. Here's the thing. I never once said I was traditional. She said she was. So I was talking about traditional because she brought up tradition. I never said I live my lifestyle that way.
Yo.
I'm just asking questions.
What do you think of 50-50?
Me?
I want to know.
I definitely don't think 50-50 because, right, we're supposed to get with a partner or someone to make it easier for ourselves and to get farther in life than we could by ourselves in a quicker time, right? Because we can get where we want to be, but with a partner, it's easier. So if you do 50-50, think about it as if you only put 50% into your own life, right? It's like, so when you get with a partner, you're still moving at the same pace. So for me, it's like, y'all got to come with 100. And I mean that as in, do what you would normally do to be successful in your own life and vice versa with the woman or the man, whatever. But also say some days somebody only got 70%. So then that means somebody got to pick up 130% only because that means you got to put in extra work, right? Because you're already putting 100% into yourself. And so that's how I feel is like 100. And sometimes you're going to have to do more. And sometimes you're going to be more tired and stressed out, but you have to carry your partner.
But with respect to finances only, what is your take on 50-50?
Finances only, I think, again, 100 and 100. So we can agree to something, right? But say that month I don't got it, but we agree that we go half. 100 and 100 would be like, all right, I got it. And it's not to keep tabs on, I paid $30 this bill, I paid $30 last bill. Yeah. It's about, okay, if this bill is $500 this month and you couldn't do it and it was your part, but next bill, you're $30 short on a bill, it's like, that's it.
All right, I get all that. And it sounds really good. And I appreciate your perspective. So I've heard from all you guys.
No, you have not, because you have not heard from me.
Well, go ahead.
My take on 50-50 is gonna come straight from the Bible. I gotta do it. I had to. Proverbs 31 talks about a proverbial woman. And it describes essentially a woman who has her own, manages her finances, brings to the home, provides also for the home. So my thing is not, again, and it's similar to everybody else, it's not 50-50, it's give and take. It's like when I got it, I got you. When you got it, you got me. Most importantly, I don't care how much money a man has. Zoom, right here, okay? I don't care how much money a man has. I care about how you steward your finances. Because if you make $600 a week, that's fine. But how do you manage that? Right? Like, because that's the reality of it. Like, so I do not care how much. I always tell, like, gentlemen that are, like, interested in me or try to go on dates or whatever, like, oh, what do you think about, how do you manage your money? I don't care about how much money you have. How do you manage it? Do you save it? My friends are laughing at me all day.
No, because I knew what she meant, but
It's okay. So that's my take on it.
$600 a week.
It's like no one's making that anymore. Believe me.
that part. But I said management, that part.
All right. I've heard all you guys, and first I'm going to tell you what I believe. I believe there's no such thing as 50-50, 70-30, 100-100. The number doesn't matter. I believe you do what's best for your relationship. I'm telling you right now, if I meet a woman who comes from old money and she got $1 million, I'm not giving her a cent. But I can take care of myself.
Would you be an ASAP Rocky?
Huh?
Would you be an ASAP Rocky?
What does that consist of? Like
Staying home and taking care of the kids while your girl is.
Yeah, I would love to do that because my kids would be because I know if I can spend all the time with my kids, they'll be better off than if she would spend all the time with their kids. 'Cause I know what I'm doing.
And how
work-
do you know what you're doing?
work-
Who gave you the correct way to do it all?
I work in child
gave you-
development.
There's a lot of people. I do too.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying me personally, like, I think that for my children, I know what's best. I firmly believe that. I'll stand on that.
Nah, ASAP a real man.
Yeah.
He said anybody watch my kids, what nanny? Yeah.
But I just mean, whatever, if that's a work relationship, fine. Like, if my relationship works best and we stay together, our family unit is the strongest with me at home, so be it. That's what it is. But also understand, I don't need you for nothing.
So when it comes to that level,
I'll tell you right now, there hasn't been a single girl that I ever met that I dated that if we broke up, my life stopped. There hasn't been a single one. In my whole life, every woman I ever dated, when they was gone, the boat kept on going. I was going to the next
I
island.
mean, but that's
I didn't
life.
need none
That
of them.
is life regardless. That's life.
How? How's that trauma? By saying facts?
Oh no, he definitely
What
has
is it?
trauma.
Why are you projecting trauma on me?
No, I said it sounds like you are.
How?
Oh, Bink just got diagnosed, y'all. Bink
How?
just got diagnosed with PTSD. Go ahead.
I'm just telling you, because I said, if I break up with someone, I continue to live my life and it doesn't stop. Like, nothing.
Do you think
I don't
about
lose
it?
anything.
You don't think about it? You just keep moving?
Don't even lie because
You
talk about certain
You got people you think about. You got people you
Don't
think
even
about.
lie.
Have your heart? Have you ever broke your heart?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen,
How many times?
I can't.
And that boat
Oh, damn, shit.
I'll tell you what. The sting is different. Some sting more than others. So like,
Oh, okay.
if it stings
How
for one
many real
day,
things? Like that
many.
shit.
not that many. Not that many.
Okay.
But the sting.
he's
is
thinking
different.
about that one.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say I don't think about it, but it doesn't affect me. It just I think about the aspect when I meet the new one, I know what to look for, so I don't see the signs again. That's it.
But it affects you in that way that it changes your thought process.
Yeah,
Exactly.
My thought process has been the same though.
But you just said it might not affect you, but for the next one, I will think like this and move like this. So based off of the last one, it changes your thought process.
I'm just being informative.
So it changes your thought process.
No.
Yes.
So like,
Yes.
if I read a book on fishing and I'm using this
We're
type of
not
rod,
about to go,
and then I go
no.
back and
Sir,
the book
you
tells me
mentioned a
to
whole
change my
different-
rod,
You're not-
I still know how to fish. I just
You
changed the
lost.
rod.
And you got informed on how to change
You're
it.
still
You
changing.
really got informed on
If
how to
there's
change
no,
it.
yeah, you're saying there's no effect. You're not growing if there's no change.
But he changed the rod.
I changed the
What
rod.
did he do? He read the book that informed him how to.
Exactly, being informative. That's exactly my point.
Oh man, I think that.
No information. And you guys always say, whenever a guy says, "Oh, women are this way, women are that way," you guys always say, "Oh, it's just you choosing the wrong women." So now I'm doing information where I don't choose the same woman again, and now you're telling me, "Oh, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing."
Are you choosing or are you accepting?
Love that.
To be honest, that's fair. I do.
Okay, all right. Now we get something. You coming to your senses.
Sometimes I may look past red flags.
Yeah, we can see.
I'll be honest with you,
I love that. Accountability.
but
We see. You just look to the book, so
in
they tell you
reality,
something else.
I like. I see
You
the
like
potential in
toxic
women.
stuff.
I like to give them a chance.
Yeah, toxicity.
Potential.
What's your sign?
Virgo.
Yeah.
Oh hell no!
I don't believe in signs.
Oh,
So I'm weird.
shit.
I don't let that validate my life
doomed,
whatsoever.
guys.
Wait,
Doomed.
wait, can
Your
everyone say
birthday
their
just
signs
passed?
real quick? Can everyone say their signs real quick?
My
She
mother's
said mine already.
Sag.
Taurus.
Libra, Capricorn.
Big mama.
You're a Aquarius and Nani,
Libra.
Nani is a Libra.
So I want to wrap this up
I'm a
though, and I want to
Cancer.
say,
Cancers.
Wrap it up.
I just want to say, no number on it. Do what's best for you. If your wife is the breadwinner, don't be ashamed of that. You're still the man of that household, and you should be respected no matter what. It doesn't matter what other people think. If her friends are telling her, "Oh, girl needs to be doing this and the third," no. There's no shit to keep up with the Joneses. You won't succeed keeping up with the Joneses. Do not do it. If she wants you to do that, she's not the woman for you.
Okay, I got one more thing to say. So you know how she was saying, like, when people bitches be rough and they want to talk tough. I don't think it's about
Talking about the rapper thing.
yeah,
like
I don't think it's about them.
Wanting to be a man.
Yeah, it's wanted to put their foot down, like, no, I can do this as well. Like, I'm not no doormat. Like, people just want to be heard or seen. And what makes it even sad is that when a guy is in competition with a female,
No,
that's
what it is right now.
You should want to build her up. You
Not
should
gonna
like,
hold
we get
you.
it together.
That's what.
Nah, they get stepped back and
what my
start
ex
doing
was.
weird.
It's an ego.
That's what my
Yeah,
ex
like, for
was.
what? That shit should make you so happy.
No, it's definitely an
literally,
ego thing.
I think that's what I'm stuck in. Like, my best friend literally died 7 years or so ago, and I never got that from him. He never gave me $1. Always gave me a way to make money, and that's why I respected him even more. Never gave me not one penny.
You just say your best
Yeah,
friend.
but it's not. What do you mean? Best friends get people. It's not even about the money. It's like that's how people share whatever. Or my man's gonna put me on and this and that. No, how many men give their friends money or put them on plenty of stuff, and they men fuck the shit up all the time. So what are you talking about? Like it's the principle. Like he has a relationship, and he's still worried about me, this person, that person. That's like some people have no genuine nothing. It's sick. It's disturbing. Like why are you in competition with somebody? He's seen the potential and was like, nah, we're gonna get this money together. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Other niggas see it and you're like, no, we're gonna sabotage her, cut her throat. Like, come on.
Honestly,
Stab her in the
I
back.
never heard of a man who even cared about like.
That's a
what he
lie.
has.
That's a
lie.
That's
The friends,
Like
I'm saying my friends that I hang out with, they're not worried about that. They're not
And that's
comfortable with
great,
no
though.
girl.
That's great.
That's
that
why would I lie?
that might be who you experience. But
I'm
there
saying, I
are a
can't
lot of
think-
guys, especially in my family. My family is
I can't think of one man right now who I consider a friend who's in
No.
competition with a female.
my
I don't know.
my family is majority females in my family, majority women, and they all either have their masters or they own their own businesses and stuff. And we've seen in the relationships that they carry with their significant other, the men are haters.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Men
Period.
can be haters.
Period.
Like one of my aunts, for example, like she had her business for a while, whatever she does with it. The person who she got with, ended up having a kid with, had nothing until he got with her. She built him up.
Period.
Now, no, they're still making stuff work, but now like they met each other. She was here, brought him up here. So now when they met here, of course she's gonna continue to go up. But now when he feels like we're kind of like we were just together, and now you're kind of outdoing me. You get a little hater vibe.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're progressing and you're like, what about me? It's like how much can I build you up? You know what I mean? Because sometimes you gotta take the wheel. Because at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna carry you. I could guide you. I could give you some guidance. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lead you. Like what the fuck's the
Lead the
saying?
horse to water, but you can't.
Thank you, ma'am.
You should feel like shit to even say some shit like that anyway because I built you up in the first place.
No, but that's the
without me
thing.
doing that,
I
I
don't.
just so, like,
You don't want to throw.
But that's like
No,
right,
I'm not
that's
even trying to throw it in your face, but it's like using your
Yeah.
brain. Like, why do you feel some type of way for somebody who
right. That's your thought process, but men in their ego can't handle
that's-
like
that's
how
it.
they think. Like as a man, like most men, I won't say
No,
men,
yeah,
and I can't speak for men, but the men that I've experienced, how they think is like, okay, I am the man, I am the masculine, I am the leader, you need to follow me. So when you're surpassing me, they can't handle that. They don't know how to process that. They don't know what emotions come with that. So it turns into resentment in a way.
Now here's the flip side. I'll tell you right now. I was dating a girl who was in school. And one night, she was like, oh, I want to go out. And I didn't even say to study. I said, I think you should study instead. You have a big test coming on Monday. I think you should study. This girl looked at me and said, oh, you're not my dad. I'm going to do what I want.
She might have passed that test.
I said, okay, go ahead. And guess what? She failed school. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the flip side of what you're saying.
Oh, you got a one up and you thought that was up?
Huh?
You had a one up and you thought it was up?
But what
One
is your
situation?
point of bringing
I'm
that?
saying my
But
personal
what's
experience.
the point of that? What's the point of that? Because helping her to
So
tell
you gotta
her,
talking about building
no,
people
but I'm
up.
saying,
He said he
yes,
had
that's
one
like
right.
that's
I
not
tried,
fully
I-
building somebody up.
I'm
You're
motivating you to go to
assisting-
school.
Okay, that's
Like, you guys are
motivating,
laughing, but I'm serious.
and that's motivating them
motivating you
to
to do better.
study, to do better. But you're not building.
What is the
them
degree?
up,
What is the degree
like,
gonna do?
Are
What is-
you putting
what is-
me in a?
What does the
like a-
degree do?
It helps her at the end of the day. If you guys
How?
separate, that helps her.
What is the degree
yes,
doing?
But at the end of the day, you saying like, oh, you should stay.
Because if I say, because I say,
correlate building someone up at
if
all.
yes, it does.
No, it
Subconsciously.
doesn't.
That's you guys'
gave
mind.
one
I'm telling you,
good
yes, it
advice,
does.
To your mind, that's
I'm
very
saying
miniature.
that's just an
And if
example.
you think
That's an
that,
example of it.
You're not
Just like
building a
just
lot
like
of
you
people
gave,
up.
just like you gave one example. No, I'm saying that's an
study.
example. Just like you gave one example, I'm giving an example.
That's a horrible.
That's a horrible example.
Let Nati speak.
So your example made sense.
But wait, let Nati
How
say.
so?
They all understand it over here.
Exactly.
true.
Because you guys are like-minded. I'm not.
No,
the popular
listen.
opinion does not.
We bosses.
sway
We
me.
real
Let her
bosses
say
over here.
something.
Sorry, cursing. We real boss bees over here, okay?
I feel like what you were saying.
Boss bees doesn't mean correct.
Leaders.
I feel like what you guys, whatever, trying to say is like traditional. We're always talking about traditional and modern relationships, right? So traditional men, what do? They're the provider and so on and so forth. So think about a man who gets with a woman who is like what you said, all master's degrees and have all these, things. Sorry, yeah, that. Sorry, I'm actually really nervous. And sorry, and so now he gets insecure, right? Because he's like, so how can I? No, wait, let me finish.
Let her say it.
Look how what you said.
Projecting trauma.
Now he get-
Are you
no, you
subconsciously insecure?
Now he gets insecure. Who are you to say
Why you
that?
got offended? Why you got offended? Why you got offended? Okay, wait. So this is what I was saying. So he gets insecure because in traditional relationships, the role of the man is to provide, right? But when he sees that a woman can provide for herself, he's probably intimidated and like, oh, what can I do here? But even though there is stuff, right, he can add to you and you can add to him, but in the beginning, even whether subconsciously or consciously, he's probably like, damn, like that's a lot of work I'm gonna have to put in because she has this. Where am I gonna be useful in her life? Where am I gonna fit? Right? Because everybody in a relationship wants to be needed and feel wanted. You know what I'm saying? So when you feel, even if you feel wanted, but you don't feel like you're providing enough in your relationship on either side, you're like, you still feel insecure. You know what I'm saying? So that's, yeah.
And we're gonna end it. Bink,
All right.
don't you do it.
I'm done.
Bink is done. Because we're gonna go on to the next segment. We're gonna move on to the next segment. I'm loving everything that was talked about, though. I think we all are.
You guys brought some great points, but hey, the men's room, you guys are watching, you hear about my rebuttals in the men's
Next
room.
week. So this next segment that we're getting into, this next topic, is about physical fitness, conventional body standards, society, what like everything that's happening. Like
Big back activity.
Let's talk about it a little bit. So, I'm gonna throw in a little controversy right now.
All right, Miss Fit.
I think that women who, wow, this is gonna be kind of.
It's kind of hard.
This might come off a little rough. I'm not about to throw shade.
I'm ready for whatever.
No, I'm not about to throw shade.
I'm on big back time.
Because I'm trying to articulate myself in a way where I'm not offensive because it could come off like I'm being, chill. It could come off as I'm being a pick-me.
Let's hear it.
All right, we know you want to hear it.
Yeah.
It's gonna come off like if I'm pick-me, but I'm not. I'm
Just get to it, they know.
okay. I think that a woman who
Is fit is it.
does not physically take care of her body, hear me out, whatever that might look like for you comfortably, right? If that's eating healthy, fine. If that's going on walks, fine. If that's lifting, fine. Like for me, it looks different than everybody. I'm just talking about taking care of yourself, whatever that looks like. If that looks like getting a pedicure or a facial, whatever the hell. But for me, specifically with physical fitness and body fitness, I feel like if you love your partner, if you love the person that you're with, you will take care of yourself physically. You would not let yourself go because you love that person. And they okay.
That's valid.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much. But that's my theory on it. It's like I feel like if you, and it sounds shallow, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and fake it and act like looks don't matter to me. They do a little bit. You know what I mean? Like if you're funny, Drewski, holla at me. But you know what I'm saying? Yo, make that a short. Drewski. I like you.
Random thing.
I like you, Drewski. Because you're funny. But other than that, I feel like it's important. If you love your spouse, if you care about your spouse, you will take care of yourself. You will take care of your body, and you will not give your man a reason to look elsewhere, even though these niggas are nasty.
Oh,
What do you mean? You can be fit and he go get. You can look fit and he can go get big bag. So
I agree,
what are you talking
and
about, girl?
I disagree.
Yeah. I agree and disagree too.
You could be this way and
Yeah.
get big bag.
Don't Scott.
Yeah.
He going to get big bag.
I agree to the certain extent.
He's going to get big bag.
In relationships, a lot of people do get comfortable. Don't get me wrong. Like when you first start dating somebody, what do you guys do for the most part? You're going out to eat. You're going to these restaurants. Like that is the dating. There are some people that do fun stuff outside of that. I'm not saying that there isn't. Right. Like, but in reality, like,
I'm a hike to a restaurant.
Right. Like. I'm not going for that on the first date.
She's like, I'm not hiking.
But to the standpoint of saying that is going to give a man to cheat, is crazy to me. Because half the time of men on social media follow the total opposite of what their girlfriend even looks like. So already in your mind, you have a certain type. Does that mean you settled for your girlfriend that you're with? We don't know, but we're not even going to go there.
I know social media doesn't matter.
But I don't think that gives them a right. I think if they want to go out and cheat, they did it because they want to. And it's the excuse can be, well, we've been working on this. Like, I've been telling you to change this, or like, I don't like this about you. But
I hear what you're saying,
but that doesn't give them a reason. Like, you got with me knowing the size that I was. Granted, I could have grew into this size, but most times it's not that drastic of a change in a relationship.
I know for a fact, one of my friends straight dropped a girl because she got too big. That's a fact. He didn't cheat on her, but he broke up with her. That's 100% fact.
But also there are some people like that. But are they taking?
And he tried to help her. He put on a gym plan. He got her with a trainer. All the above, and she didn't do what she was supposed to do.
And then what? Guess what? When she lost that weight, he tried to double back.
She hasn't lost the weight. She gotten bigger.
Can I say something?
Oh, dear. Yes, please say something.
Okay.
Sheesh.
Let Nani speak.
Well, the ones that care, they gonna lose that weight. So she didn't care.
So I think
she like.
I like what how you.
She did care though.
If she did, like you said they do, she would have went and got her body right. She didn't do it. She didn't care.
She blamed him for the stress.
And maybe he was fucking stressful.
Yeah, great. That part.
I think definitely like.
To lose weight is stressful, eh?
Vamos a esperar. Déjalo. Terminaste.
Y'all kill me.
Terminaste. Okay. Ya. So to piggyback off what you said, it's obviously when you're with a partner, you want to be the best you could be for your partner. But I feel like that's the problem. We try to work out for the partner, and once the partner leaves, now we stop the workout. So it's like, what were you really doing it for? You know what I mean? It's like, I'm trying to get the body I want because he wants me, you know?
Yeah, you got to do it for yourself.
Yes.
You have to do it for yourself. And there's also different body types. So it's like, you really have to understand the body you're comfortable in. It's like, I'm never going to be a thick bitch. I'm sorry.
You don't know.
No.
No.
And I don't want to be.
Right.
That's
you don't
know.
You're comfortable in your
I'm
skin.
comfortable. Like, I'm a model.
Yourself, okay? Don't jinx yourself.
I'm not, no, I love my body.
No, so don't jinx, because you never know, because girls be getting
I don't want to
like
be thick. That's the thing.
and then all of a sudden they come big out of nowhere. Like, girl, where'd you get about me from?
No, I like my bubble
itty
butt.
bitty.
I like my small waist. Like, I was meant to be this
Tiny, petite.
I think
Right.
you got what I like to call a build a body.
A build a
body.
It's a blank canvas. You can build it.
Yeah,
to what you
exactly.
Want.
No,
It's a
but
build-a-body.
I think everybody's a build a body.
Everybody.
But when you have a skinny frame like that, you can build it what you want.
I didn't even heard that.
Yeah. No, I know
A
what he
small
means
frame.
though. I know
She
what
has
he
a
means
small
though.
frame, so like if she wanted, she could be thicker.
But it all depends on the discipline, and that's what people don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. Like
So,
she has a lot of options.
So let me get back
every
to
woman
my
has that
shit. The
option.
build a body is wild. Everybody's a build a body. That's crazy.
Yeah,
but
you can't say
I
that.
get what you mean. But the same way that it takes me time to gain weight, it could take somebody with a bigger frame to lose weight. It's the same amount of work that you put in. So everybody's a build a body. At this point, you could call the doctor and you're a build a body, okay? But aside from that, though,
That's a good one.
yeah, everybody's a build a
I'm
body.
talking about natural though. I'm not talking about the doctor.
Sponsor the doctor.
Aside from that, I feel like it's definitely
you.
about
BBL.
huh?
I told you what it stands for, right?
2 years. 2 years today. Shout out to me.
Let's go.
Very natural,
Right? Shout out your doctor.
Maybe I should
Very
get pregnant.
natural.
Shout out the doctor.
Very natural. Very
Very
mindful.
very mindful.
I'm not gonna say what I think because I don't want to categorize you, but
Yeah, don't categorize me.
I would never
She
thought.
was just a picture right now.
Is it your first time? Is it your first time knowing?
Yeah.
You see, that's
Wait,
good,
what?
though. That's really good.
You're lying. Bitch, you over here posting shit like you work that shit
I do.
out?
I do. I can show
Oh
you.
my god.
You have to maintain.
Hold on.
You have to.
Hold on, Nani.
That's
she
good.
said
I
you
just
fit
didn't know.
fishing.
No.
But that's good.
But I'm gonna say this.
Shout out to her doctor.
Sorry, we
No,
gotta.
for real? Because I'm like, wait, what you talking about when?
See, that's the difference. I can't go to the doctor and build my body.
Wait.
The
I don't
fuck?
want
No,
you
I
to.
can't.
No,
Why
she
would
didn't
I
build
put
shit. She
some
got that
fucking-
just mommy makeover shit because
Yeah, I can't build my body. She built her
she's not trying to
body.
build.
But wait, let me say something. Let me say something.
To an extent, though, because after surgery, like, you have to maintain everything.
Please take a look.
I do feel like a lot of females have this thought that, like,
Oh, that's
you get
nothing.
off
You look the
yeah.
same.
Nani, but this is me.
That's
No,
your body
Nani, this
and
is
your-
me. This is me
Right.
post-op. I had surgery already on this side, and then this is me working it out.
You
It's
have
No,
like-
but show me the
work
before.
out.
the before girl.
Exactly.
I was like,
Exactly.
I was like, this. So
You built it. You're just maintaining it. You didn't build it, but that's what you didn't build it in the gym though.
yes, babe. I didn't. I started.
No, you maintained it in the gym. You didn't build it in the
I
gym.
maintained it in the gym, but still,
You
there's,
cut-
there's
nah,
girls going to
you ain't-
DR. Yeah, but there's still girls going to
But
DR.
you didn't build
and
it
they're
in the
not even-
gym.
There's girls.
You could have built it in the gym though.
No, babe, I couldn't.
Yes, you
My
could
skin-
have. Yes, you could have.
Nani, my skin was too saggy.
No, yes, you could have. I've seen people do it.
I swear to God, Nani, my skin was too saggy.
You gotta cut this.
I'm not having kids, so I don't know what you're talking
Period.
about.
Look at my six pack.
Period.
No kids.
No kids. Team no kids.
I mean, I believe some women need a BBL, like, but I don't think it's a requirement. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't pay for it.
I paid for it.
You come to me and say, can I go half with a BBL? It's over. I'm dead serious. I would bring
Going half with surgery or not with.
No, I'm not paying
Bro,
the
that is a topic.
no surgery. What?
You guys, that is a topic. That is a
I'd
topic.
rather be single.
That is a topic because
I'm not
you guys
paying
wanna-
no mind.
You guys want to look at all these photos and like them on Instagram and everything.
It's
But
the
like-
internet. That's
but
not
like,
real.
What are you talking
the
about? It's not
internet.
real, but you like the
I
opposite.
never meet those people on the internet.
You like the opposite.
The chances of me meeting those girls are very
You like the
low.
opposite, but if your girl mentions to you, I want to get something done, then you have a problem with it.
She can do if she wants to. I'm not gonna
No,
pay for it.
but like, if you like,
It's
the
also
girl-
kind of a benefit to you.
exactly because you're liking the photos that you're interested in of females that already have their
if
bodies
I'm
done.
already with you and you don't have the body there.
So then, but
I'm
you're
not-
already with me, but you're
don't need you to have it.
you're being in denial because you just said that you would leave a girl if they gained weight.
No, I said if they brought me saying pay for surgery, I'm not paying.
No, but you said you would leave them too if they
Yeah.
looked bad.
Not break up with her.
If she asked me to pay for surgery, I would break up with her.
And then she got surgery to look like a botch
What
surgery.
about half?
Huh?
Half?
I'm not giving a cent.
If she
to
got a
a
botch
surgery.
surgery, you leave
Like,
her?
what?
He's a capper.
Listen to
I'm not
me.
giving a cent to a surgery.
If she got a botch surgery,
You
leave
never
her.
tricked on a girl before?
Not on surgery.
Not surgery, but have you ever tricked on a girl before?
Yes.
So you can't say where
no,
you're gonna
that's
cut your
fine.
ties and your limits.
All right, so then
at.
you're paying
Like,
par-
if it's
partial
the right
payments of the surgery.
girl, if it's the right girl for you and puts you in that mood, you might. You might.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Yeah. I got you every single day until you forget about it. I'm not paying.
I don't know. I have a
you had
different. I have had surgery. I will put it out there. I have had liposuction to my abdomen and my sides, and my man did go half with me on it.
Shout out to him.
That's good for him. I'm saying, me personally, I'm not paying.
I love that for you.
There's any scars or like.
There's no scars, no nothing.
Shout out to your doctor. Or where'd you
Shout
go?
out to my doctor. I went right here in Worcester.
Okay.
How long was the recovery?
The recovery only lasted maybe a week that I wasn't really on my feet for, but even then I was
That's something I'm thinking about getting lipo tomorrow.
I was
Did it
on
hurt?
my I didn't the only thing that hurt was the massages.
Yeah, that should hurt. That's
What
what
about
I
you?
did.
Did it
They gotta
hurt?
drain everything.
In fairness, Nani's right? Like, there's a lot of women that get surgery and then they act like they're all of a sudden like gym gurus and all the things. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm still a fitness John, and I got surgery.
Facts. No,
I'm
but
both.
you did tell your truth.
I'm
But
both.
the abs are there. The
Thank
abs
you.
were not there after the surgery.
Right, you saw that. You saw that.
Nah, I will say this. I won't deny your fitness journey. Like, you do your thing on fitness. Like, I won't deny your fitness journey.
What I want to say is the last topic that we're going to talk about, and then maybe we'll have some like a tiny bit of time to just quickly promote a couple of things about ourselves, is, and I love that you picked this topic, Bink. Friendships, male friendships with women. And I'm going to start this one off because this is very relevant to me and my life. Thank you. Okay. So let me say this. I am somebody who, since, I don't know, for the last, it's almost 15 years now, maybe a little less, 12 years now, that I've had the same group of guy friends consistently. Like, these are my dogs. I'm too down with the gangy. I'm one of the members. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And so I'm somebody that I'm somebody that I've always had male friends. I've always been a little bit tomboyish, and like my dogs are my dogs. I was recently in a relationship with somebody that was a little bit more on the traditional side, didn't necessarily appreciate male friendships and all the things. And you know, I really neglected my male friendships because of that. And I did that all the time. Every time that I was in a relationship, I would kind of distance myself from my male friends out of respect for the relationship. However, it comes to a point where it's kind of like, are you just, like, if you are the type of female that you have guy friends and they're strictly platonic friendships, like, thankfully, like, Liv's boyfriend is one of my best friends. Liv has no problem. Like, I could go out to eat with him right now. And she don't have no thoughts, no nothing. I could be like, yo, Noah, let's go to the bar. Me and you. Liv stays home. She's not feeling no type of way. She's not insecure. She's not nothing because
she's content with her relationship. She know what time it is.
But that part. But also, she's with somebody, right, that she knew from day one had female friendships. And she accepted that. And she said, that's okay with me. Now, don't be with somebody that doesn't like that. And then cut off your friendships for that, because guess what? When that relationship ended, who was there for me? My niggas, right? Like my dogs, every day, every single day. And that's just the reality of it. I'm the type of woman that if a man accepts me into his life, he's gonna have to understand I have my dogs, you're gonna meet them, and if you don't like that, then I don't like you. I can't be with you because I'm not gonna, like, this is, like, I want to be moving forward. Very intentional about my people and the people that I love, the people that make me better, that make me feel stronger, that help me with, you know, my self-confidence and things like that. So that's my take on that. If you are a woman who has male friendships, don't be with a man that cannot be secure enough within himself to allow and accept that, you know, you're not sucking D when you're with your dogs.
Is this a therapy session, or is it a yes or no question?
It's a no. I mean, we gotta be we are pressed for time.
Let me get into it real quick. I have a lot of female friends, like, and I'd be looking out for them. Yo, you
wait, one at a time.
You ask them, they'll tell you, like, I'll be looking out for them. If they need anything, I'll help them out. And like, I've never had sex with them, anything like that. I didn't look at them in the way, like, they're like my sisters for real. But like, I feel like I have to have a certain bond with you to get to that point. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. So this is actually a topic that my boyfriend and we touched on today, actually. Wow. He met me when we first started dating. I am a female who has a lot of male friends. He actually met me through one of my male friends. So that's how our relationship started. But I do think, as per our conversation today, like, there are levels to the male friendships that he's kind of put in perspective for me. So like, growing up, if you've grown up with these people and you know the bond that you've created, like, this is your childhood friend, that man is 9 times out of 10 your real friend, where they won't try to make passes at you. They won't try to do this. But when we get into like the today of meeting male friendships, it's not the same as the ones that you've had since childhood, because as he says, 9 times out of 10, the men who are coming to you today wanting to be your friend is also at the aspect where they have an agenda, and that is the one thing where, okay, like, you might be cool with your man this week, but next week when you're at odds, I might try to slide up in there.
Can I say 2 things to that?
I'll say 3 things after you.
I agree with what you're saying, but also, your boyfriend's one of my friends too.
Yeah.
So if he was to come to me and he was like having suspicion or anything like that, I'm not gonna tell him, oh, but I know you and I trust you. Don't get me wrong, I trust you. I think you're a good person. I don't think you would ever like step out on him. But if he had suspicion, I would tell him like, yo, I wouldn't tell him to put it past you. Like I would tell him to like if he has a rollout as to why he feels that way, I'm not gonna invalidate those feelings.
Right, but at the end of the day, like people are people, humans are humans. Like you can't put anything past anybody. Like even females, regardless, like people who have been married for however long time, like there are needs that might not be met in a relationship, and if they're not voiced appropriately, and I don't even want to say communicating, because like I say comprehension, because are you understanding what I'm saying? So if you're not understanding what I'm saying and I'm voicing these needs to you and it's going one ear and out the other, as a female, that could make you gravitate towards somebody else who is listening to you and validating you.
There's another thing, like, there's, like, 2 separate, like, on both ends, there's ways that it could get twisted because one of y'all are being way too friendly. And you could see it, and then you will be in denial about it, and then it has you feeling crazy, thinking, why are you not validating my feelings? Like, I feel like you're being way too friendly, and this person will get it twisted, and they will feel comfortable enough to rely on you in a way that is not
comfortable with.
Exactly. And then those are the boundaries that need to be set up in a relationship, where I think even if it's from a childhood, you still need to come across lines that cannot be crossed.
Yeah.
But, and I know, and I'm gonna let you guys speak. Just let me say this. Let me just.
Spit it out. Shit. Spit that shit out.
I'm gonna say this. One thing I cannot stand though is when a man already knew and it was established, like you have guy friends, and then years go by and they're like, "How would you like it if I had female friends?" Did you have female friends in the beginning of the relationship?
But it's about, I think it also is about adapting to where you guys are at now and processing that and understanding that. So if he is in a place now where he might have a lot more female friends and you've met these people or whatever the case may be, and like you as a female or girlfriend, whatever the case may be, wife, if you're okay with the types of relationships on both sides, there is a respect that has to cross the board. And like she said, boundary setting, like you have to have these types of conversations. So even if my boyfriend might have met me and I had a bunch of guy friends and he didn't have a bunch of girlfriends, because at the start of our relationship, I really didn't know about any of the girlfriends, to be quite honest. But when we developed into where we're at, like, okay, like you have these friends, I validate your friends. I'm not going to say, no, I don't want you around this person. Like until this person gives me a clear reason and is very disrespectful towards our relationship, then we operate from there.
Can the 2 ladies go, Bink, and then you go?
All right.
Since you like opened it up with your personal experience, and I'm very grateful that you opened up about that, because that's very vulnerable for you to do, especially at this point in your life. So shout out to you for growing and still working out and taking care of your 2 daughters. Okay, that's women empowerment right there. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So what are you gonna say though?
So I think
Get to the point. Damn.
you got something against me?
You heard that before. Like, I want to hear what you got to say.
I've been sitting quiet while y'all all
Go ahead.
That's why I want to hear you.
Okay. So I feel like it definitely is a balance, because in my past relationship, I definitely had the same. Well, in my past few relationships, like it's only been 2, but the first one was definitely like I had more guy friends, and the other one he had more girlfriends. So I could see both sides of the coin. Okay. I'd say definitely you have to be confident within yourself. You're a businesswoman. Like, there's no way you're not going to come across men in business. So if you want a boss woman, you have to understand she's going to have to sit in certain rooms. You're not going to always know what she's doing at all times. Not a lot of men are fit to be with an alpha woman. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you have to learn how to just pick and choose who you want
Right.
to be
Who's
with.
compatible.
Yes, who's compatible. At the end of the day, the person you're with still gave you like, a gift. Right. And it's also teaching you to put up boundaries within yourself in your next relationship. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, not always is a man gonna be okay with you being with a nigga not 24/7, but just being like, especially like I'm a natural flirt. Like it's just like I just flirt, and I don't know like exactly. So it's like
No, you know.
No, I don't.
You know.
It's not really flirting because like I'm not a flirter. I don't care about guys.
Nah, like I was hearing you, but you're not about to play in my face. So, you know.
But when it comes to business, though, this is why you have to, if you're a business woman, like, you have to understand, you have to be with a certain man. You have to have, like you said, communication, but I love what you said. The key is comprehension, not communication. Because you could tell a man 1,000 times, like, I'm sorry, I'm a likable person. It's not like if I come across a man and he's my friend, like it's kind of hard for him not to like me. Like guy's gonna like me.
I get what you're saying on like you have to be with someone who you're compatible with, but at the same time, like the last subject we just touched on, like when I met my boyfriend, like we were totally compatible, whatever, but like people grow and you're not always going to be compatible with one another. So it's more so like
that's not your person. How do you?
It is though, because you have to adapt and grow together. So it's more so like you are compatible with your together, but it's more so like adaptivity. And as a human being, like even in these types of situations, like when you're not somebody who, cause I'm a very shy person. It might not seem like that, but I'm super shy, like socially awkward, all of that. So like even in this situation right now, like you have to adapt to certain situations of what you're in. And I feel like in a relationship as well, you need to adapt to your partner of where they're at in their life, and they need to adapt to you, and you guys
you got to adapt to yourself. You can't adapt to no partner.
Right, but I'm saying where you're at, if this is your person and who you're with, you need to adapt together.
I agree with that stance.
You have to adapt together. If you don't adapt,
way of thinking.
Then how are you guys growing as a couple? Where is this moving? So the one thing that cuts off, okay, I'm here and you're not here, we're cutting it quits. That's not adapting then.
No,
like
it's not. But like you say, if you're adapting, you're you guys are comfortable with yourselves. You guys are both okay. So this is what I was gonna say. So do you guys think that people cheat or? Look how that one conversation.
Because connection can't be. You can't fake connection.
If you're great, if your relationship is 10 out of 10, there's no flaws, there's no wrong, there's nothing going on. If a guy approaches you, you're like, bye, like can't even see you. But if you feel like there's something missing, or vice versa, if a man feels like there's something missing, and he might go out to the bar that night, and he might be like, damn, my girl's kind of putting on a little weight. This girl over here is looking like real put together. Like what you feel like you're missing is what you go searching for.
But even I'm not gonna say they're even searching for. Some people don't even be searching. Some people just be going.
Some people don't be searching. It's more about.
But we're not talking about that.
That connection, like
that's totally irrelevant.
I don't care.
It's stuff that don't even.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
If it's relevant to you,
it's irrelevant.
It isn't. Okay. It's relevant and it's not.
It's relevant to the topic for sure, because we're talking about a woman with male friends and where it comes to the level
and
of
half
cheating.
of the time those relationships start off of a friend basis.
Exactly.
That's why I brought it up.
Yes.
For women, I will say
you're toxic.
Most women do start off, like majority of women in their relationships who are getting their need met in some sort of aspect. It does start off as a friendship type of basis. It could be somebody who you think is cute. It could be somebody who you might not even think is like, oh, that's not my type. But if your need is being met, that's not being met with who you are, and you're finding it in that person, the connection, the feelings, and that gap starts to grow and it progresses into, and it could be something that naturally happens. It could be something that accidentally happens.
Finish up. I'm going to tell you guys this. My perspective on it is this. I don't care if you have male friends. Do what you got to do. Like, I'm not insecure to that point. But listen, don't tell another man my business, what goes on in our household. The minute you do that, I'm finished with you right away. If he asks you, oh, how's your relationship? Oh, he's doing good. That's all you should be answering. You give my info in the streets, it's over with you. You're disloyal. You talking to me about my personal business? Fair. I don't care. I don't care if I left the refrigerator open. You better not go tell another man that. And that's how I really
If she
feel.
can't talk to you, don't feel comfortable talking to you, and she's talking to somebody else and try to vent.
Also,
Things like
that's
that can happen.
If you feel like you can't talk to your man, that's where the resentment starts. The resentment will start building and building, and then where do you take it out on? You take it out on the friend that you thought was your friend, and you're like, oh, I can rely on this man because my man
Thinking
ain't
that
coming.
it's something more than what
Because,
it really
but what
is.
is it all circle
Yes.
back to the man that said, oh, I'm just a friend.
Thank you.
This is the agenda.
Thank you.
That's literally it.
I thank you guys for all your opinions. You guys all have really strong opinions and brought great perspectives today.
I think we need a part two
I
to
appreciate
this.
all you guys. We'll have part two. We're recording part two next month. Some of you guys will be back, of course. And
Can we
I
go
wanna
around?
just
Can we
say-
go around?
Oh yeah, go ahead. You want to go around?
Like our ads and stuff?
Yes.
yeah, of course.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Follow me on Instagram, V_LP. Follow me also for Creators in Action, CIA508 on Instagram. Yes. And also if you want to join the Young Professional Women's Association, YPWA Worcester, follow me on Instagram as well.
I do.
Become a member. It is a price, but it's worth it.
Liv,
Do you want anybody to follow you on Instagram? If not, that's totally fine.
any handle you want to put out? for
Just
people?
business-wise, okay?
No, I'm good.
She's good.
Okay.
She's taken.
Period. Okay. You can follow me.
So is Valencia.
_by John. That's my hair page. You can't follow me anyway. Yes, you know.
I need braids for this week. Can I book you?
I don't have any else
linked
to
up right
guys
here,
because
right
I don't want to be stalked. But yeah.
Give us your handle.
Nani Torres V.
Nani Torres V.
Yeah. Oh, I was able to put it
At
on
Nani
Instagram.
Torres V.
Nani Torres V. And the Space Bulletin, it's my magazine. I also have Side Effects Studios, which is a production company that I'm building up. So if you guys have any testimonials you guys want to give, side effects, life is a matter of choices. Every choice you make has a side effect.
I like that.
3-in-1 is my wholeness brand. So if you guys like yoga, hiking, I know you guys downplayed hiking, but if you ever want to hike,
Just the first date.
Okay.
Just the first
I'm trying to do yoga though, not the hike, not the bugs and shit.
and then aside from that, pretty tough visuals.
Pretty
So
tough
we're
visuals.
gonna start doing a lot of events for
Right.
women.
Far From Perfect is actually collabing with Pretty Tough Visuals. We'll be promoting that a little bit, but Far From Perfect is actually collabing with Pretty Tough Visuals. We're going to be hosting an event. Noel doesn't know, but he's going to be on the panel, and I think I want Bink on that as well. But we're going to talk about that later. Wanted to take the time to promote that really quickly, and also you can follow me at Gotta Die Daily. GOTTADYDAILY.
We should have.
I want to thank all you guys for coming once again. I really appreciate you guys' all perspective. Like, I may not agree with it all, but I appreciate what you brought to the table.
It's all right.
It's really awesome.
You
And,
didn't agree with
all you
nothing.
guys, I want to shout out my sister, Atlantis Aesthetics. She does like facials and cosmetics, all that stuff. So I hook up all you guys with an appointment with her.
Listen,
Give us a
Yep.
good card.
Yep, you
You
guys
guys
all
all
get
got
an
a free
appointment with her.
facial.
Do I really?
Thank you
Doing
guys.
the facial.
And
Really?
we'll be back for part 2 with the women later on. Keep looking
Being sick
out.
of us.
Thank you for coming.
And we are the what?
That shit is mad expensive.
Far From Perfect podcast.
Far from perfect.